Let's get right into it. So, I wanted to sort of dive into, obviously, your work with HYBE and Popstar Academy, which we mentioned a little bit. And
Yeah, actually, ever since I was 12, I was really into K-pop.
yeah,
I wanted to do K-pop so bad, um, which unfortunately ended up not working out for me. But I moved to the States a little later, and I came across this amazing opportunity. Like, I think I just saw a flyer somewhere on social media, and I was like, oh, this is new. Like I've never seen someone do this yet. And that alone really intrigued me. And I was like, I want to be a part of something that hasn't been done yet. And that's what made me want to like try out. Yeah.
so when did you move to the States? You were born in Thailand, right?
Um, yes, I was born and raised in Bangkok, Thailand, and I moved during like the COVID era.
On this audition, you were like, I want to be a part of that. What was the audition process like? So, what were the next steps? Was it similar to, you may not know like what K-pop auditions are like, but I'm sure it's probably fairly similar.
Yeah, it's very similar. There were 3 rounds in total. The first one being just a normal public audition. There's so many people. You have your number on, and you just go in one by one. And that's when I did my second round of auditions. And then the third round was them asking me to send them videos of myself and songs. And yeah, that's how we're here. I mean, I've always loved singing and dancing ever since I was little. My mom has footage of me like dancing in front of the TV of like, I don't know, the most childish things, wearing like tutus and like doing all this stuff. I mean, I've always loved it ever since I was little, but I would have never thought that it would be something I'm so interested in now and wanting it to be my career in the future.
You have so many doors open for you right now. I'm sure there's like obviously all the viewers like watching you not audition, but like go through all those rounds and stuff. Like we saw how much potential you had. And it's so exciting that now you're like out there and you're able to do so much. So we're all very excited for what's to come.
Yeah,
Um,
that means
oh, of course. I'm interested, what was the typical like daily routine like? Was it you wake up and just rehearse, rehearse, rehearse? Like, what was that like?
yeah. Honestly, it felt like we were in a loop, like for 2 years. I mean, we were doing the same things over and over again every single day. It was basically wake up, eat, practice, 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 probably cry, and then eat. It's,
Yeah.
it's something along those lines for
Hmm.
almost 2 years of our lives, and that was basically our daily routine. It was just a whole day of rehearsals, some free time, and yeah, I mean, nothing much, to be honest.
I mean, I'm sure on top of just being so physically exhausting, because most of you guys, I'm sure, I know there were a couple who were like more experienced than others, but most of the girls have never done anything like this before with this much intensity, right? It's probably, and on top of that, you get so close and then um, you know, you go your separate ways, which I'm sure was a little bit, it probably hurt a little bit. Was it emotionally taxing at times?
It took a toll on us mentally too, just considering the high pressure environment of everything. I mean, but I do think that that's a very natural feeling when you're in a position like that. And um, it was very emotionally draining, not just for yourself, I mean, for others too, because we were so close and we found connection between the time that we spent together. And um, yeah, just it was really mentally challenging. I mean, you have to ask yourself every day, like how much do you really want it, and how much you're willing to sacrifice
Mhm.
for what you want, basically.
How was free time structured around like filming and stuff? Did you have any?
Ooh, we just had some. That free time meant sleeping in. So we would spend most of that time like inside, like on our beds, like doing nothing, absolutely nothing. Because I think that was free time for us. Like that's how we got our rest and recharged for the next day. But some of us do like going out, and sometimes we would grab food, maybe go shopping or have little cafe runs between like little rehearsals or something like that. But we always try to make time for like ourselves and have a little fun inside of it. Yeah. Of course it was definitely hard. It was definitely hard, but working with people who have worked with like the top of the top of the top in the industry is honestly very insane. And if anything, I've learned so much from it, not just like skill wise, but like the mentality and like determination wise, what you need to give and how much you need to put on the plate and like literally give in order to receive back. And all of our dance coaches, all of our vocal coaches, they're so supporting of us. And I mean, they saw potential in us when we didn't see it in ourselves. And I think that's what's so special. And it's still a connection that we've made. And almost all of us still talk to our coaches to this day. And they're always there
Especially.
to guide us.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you? I mean, I know you mentioned you were a K-pop fan growing up. So you guys went to Korea, right? You went to the main Hive building, and
Yeah.
you met Le Sserafim.
Yes, we
Was
did.
that shocking?
That was such the highlight of the trip for me. That was so insane. I mean, I've only seen these K-pop artists on screen or in concerts, and their Seraphim, they're just so down to earth people, and they were able to listen to our concerns as trainees, and I feel like talking to people who have been through similar things and have gone through it and basically gone to the other end is really inspiring to all of us. And to that day, we were like all starstruck. We were like, wow. It was so fun.
It was so adorable.
The training session in Korea. Um, I think I honestly didn't differ that much. I think the difference between training in America and Korea obviously has its differences considering like the culture and everything. But when I was in Korea, we were training in the facility where all the trainees were, as you can see in like the mission rehearsals and everything. And honestly, I have so much respect for trainees there. And I feel like because we saw them on a daily basis, I also felt inspired by them and seeing how much work they were putting in. And it made me feel like, oh, there's so much more people out there who are going through the same thing as us. But we were just like in this little bubble, like the 20 of us, and seeing other people out there doing the same thing as us, or maybe even harder, it was really touching and heartwarming, actually, like knowing that.
It was probably surreal going there and like seeing all those trainees who like you've seen the result of their efforts, after they debut and stuff like that. But just to go there and see like the actual work, I'm sure like there must have been some pressure for like, songs like Anti-Fragile, which it's not only loved by so many people, but it's a really difficult song.
All of the missions that were given to us had a difficulty and like challenges of its own. I mean, for every mission, all of us had one thing that we wanted to work on. Like there was a target. And so, with every mission that we were gave, um, we just tried to perform it to the best of our abilities, and we knew that whatever one that we were assigned, it was because they wanted to see something different out of us, and it challenged each one of us something new. Like for example, for me, confident was actually completely out of my comfort zone into like things that I like to perform, and the song on its own is so powerful. It's so like empowering, and just channeling that feeling was really important for the song. So that was the target for that song. Um, yeah, I mean, for every mission, there was something. There was like a goal that every single one of us wanted to achieve, and I mean, I think we did that.
You definitely achieved so much through those missions, not only to get you further into competition, but I'm sure you learned so much, performing songs that huge performers have made and performed for so long. Um, how do you think? So after the show is done, we're gonna move a little bit towards you and your future endeavors now. How has that experience like influenced the direction of your music career? I know you mentioned you have some things you're working on, which I can't get too deep into, but yeah, how is that coming along?
um, I mean, it's been going great. It's honestly, it's been quite a while since the show ended, but I'm actually super grateful that, people they still have interest in us and want to see what we have to give. And um, I'm working on some really exciting stuff, I must say. After the show ended, I mean, it's inspired me in so many different ways. I mean, I love the idea of being a part of a girl group and having people, around you to experience that life with. And I've always loved that idea. Um, if anything, I feel like I've also grown so much from that moment. I think I like different things. I like dressing different now. I sing different. I dance different. I mean, it's influenced me in so many different ways, but it's also inspired me to push myself further and, really find my true artistry in myself in order to, give what I do best to the world when it comes out. Yeah.
This might be a little bit difficult to envision, but where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, um, I mean, performing in like all different types of stages all over the world. But honestly, I do feel like sometimes it's okay to not know. Like sometimes you go with the flow, and of course, that's where I want to be in a few years' time. But it could be like totally different. I mean, you could release a song and it blows up overnight on TikTok or something like that. Like you really never know, and I find beauty in that sometimes, and that's something that I've learned to to understand. Yeah.
It's also like speaking of TikTok, like I know you have so many supporters still. I'm definitely one of them. But we see you in such an amazing place. We see so much potential. Not only in the show, but like how resilient you've and like, you know, how perseverant you've been afterwards. And so I see you on a festival run, collaborating with your favorite artists. Do you have, like musical inspirations or people that you would like to work with in the future?
Oh my goodness, hardest question ever.
It,
There's so many people that I want to work with. I mean, oh, I've been loving Jenny's new album recently. Um, yeah, big fan of Ariana Grande. Oh my God, so many different people. I mean, it could be like a whole list. Like I could list it all down, but yeah, I'm inspired by so many different people. I mean, I love the 2000s pop music, and I love Nicki, and yeah, so many different people. I'd be talking for hours.
album, incredible. I can't stop watching those clips of her, that debut performance in Korea, and I'm like, oh my God. I love looking through like all of the people's dance challenges for like Jenny. I want to see
Yeah.
some more dance challenges from you. We all do.
Ooh,
That would be a fun idea.
coming soon.
Oh, for sure. Um, do you have like one big goal that you want to reach?
Ooh, one big goal. I mean, of course, my goal is to become an artist. I mean, I want to inspire so many people around the world. I want to bring smile to faces and, just spread good vibes in general. But if you were to ask me like my main goal, my very vague, I mean, I just I just want to be the girl I wish I saw growing up. I think there's something so special about that, and I feel like that could resonate with so many young girls or boys or people who don't subscribe to either out there. And you know, I just want to be an inspiration and someone, you know, maybe could relate to my story or like what I'm putting out or feel inspired by me. Um, yeah, that's honestly that's my main goal. Yeah.